la marcha, no aquí, ni en Charlotte, ni en Washington, ni en Charlotte. Hay una gran cantidad de público que el día de hoy se ha dado cita al First Park en la ciudad de Charlotte. Miren ustedes.
Sorry.
No problem.
The producer of Full Beautiful Comedy here in Charlotte. I'm also an advocate for Stop Cop City, Charlotte. There's a cop city. If you want to abolish ICE, if you want to abolish DHS being in our communities, start with that project. Today we are here to mock a man who wants to be an emperor. Is he an emperor? No! Is he a king? No! Damn right. We are here to mock a man who rose to power on the backs of the angry and the illiterate. This is a man who he cares about poor people the way vampires care about their blood supply. Okay? He is not an advocate for the working class. He is not an advocate for the poor. Who is an advocate for the working class and the poor? Us, the community. We are here to mock a man who has redefined leadership by tweeting from a toilet in all caps. Okay? This is not normal. It's not, guys. You may know him as the president, but I know him as a cautionary tale for pulling out. He is passing executive orders like he's playing Uno with the four horses of the apocalypse. Okay? Every day is a fresh new hell. All right? And you guys are the ones out here making sure that that does not trickle into our communities. You are the ones making sure that our neighbors, friends, our family are protected. Not this a-hole in the White House. Not the clown car of representatives that he has decided were more qualified than the tons and tons of people that he fired to replace them. Not Puppy Popper Gnome, not Whiskey Leaks Pete Hegseth, and not that slithering slime ball Stephen Miller. Listen, I wanted to keep Stephen Miller out of the White House, but he doesn't use doors, he just slithers under them, okay? As soon as he got in the White House, he said, no more printers, we're writing everything in blood, okay? What a freaking nightmare. He does look like Nosferatu. The difference is Nosferatu can keep his wife, okay? Listen, she saw Elon's rockets. She said, I gotta give me some of that. What a douche. Okay. This is a admin filled with hypocrites. This is an admin who they have married immigrants. They are immigrants. What are we talking about here? All of them have benefited from it, and they are using their power to disenfranchise the people that they don't care about, which is us. Are we gonna let that happen? No! No kings!
No kings!
No crowns!
No crowns!
No thrones!
No thrones!
Fuck yeah, dude. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to curse. Speaking of which, oh, the ambulance is here, everything's fine, totally chill. Okay. Speaking of which, where is Melania? She has vanished faster than the last $40 in my bank account. Somewhere there's a Slovenian passport vibrating with the last essence of her soul. Okay? Oh my gosh, I feel like we lost our country in the worst custody battle imaginable. Ugh, my notes. Anyone gotten their Doge check? No. We knew we weren't going to get that thing. All of that money is going into the top 1%, all right? All of that money, from the tariffs, from the tax breaks, all of it is going into the people that want to suck us dry and have been sucking us dry for decades. And this MAGA insurgency will have us out here trying to pretend that it's the person who's doing the lawn. It's the person who is taking care of you at the hospital. It's it's everyone else, but who it actually is, it's corporations, right? Woo! God. We had our first messy breakup of Pride Month, Elon and Trump. Listen, this is what happens when you fill an admin with daddy issues, okay? It's gonna boil over. We're gonna have narcissists at each other's throats. They really thought that they were eating when he was like, I'll cancel your contracts, Elon. Cancel them! I want them gone! Cancel the contracts! And while we're at it, release the Epstein files. We want to see them. We know exactly what you are. You're a pervert and you're a con. And worse, you are out here representing all of these good American people on the world stage, and we will not have it. No kings.
No kings.
No thrones.
No thrones.
No crowns.
No crowns.
Fuck yeah, dude. Now, before I introduce our next speakers, I just want a quick refresher of our First Amendment. Brought my handy dandy Constitution. This admin likes to forget. This admin likes to forget that this is a paper document that we can get to. And our president has used full use of this First Amendment, but wants to restrict our ability to use it. Oop. All right. Congress, not the king, not the God Emperor, not the president, shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. That means stop doing your Muslim bans. That means when you have Paula Bride praying over you as the next Messiah, that's gross, okay? Or abridging the freedom of speech, like every time he called vets suckers and losers. Every time. Yes. Every time he called a woman reporter stupid for a question. Every time he mocked anyone who bothered to give him any sort of criticism. This is not the kind of person that needs to be in leadership. If you cannot handle criticism, get out. Or of the press. So when you got banned off of Twitter and you decided to start Truth Social, that was your constitutional right. It does not mean you get to shoot reporters when they're reporting the news. It does not mean you get to eject them from the office when they decide to ask you the tough questions. Or the right of the people to peacefully assemble, like the 8 million rallies you held. Like anytime you encourage people to have, that's gone. Well, we have backups here. Oh, can you? Well, these are the notes for the next speakers. So I can't speak from my heart. I got my heart, but I can, something. All right. Anytime you encourage a bunch of people to go into spreader rallies, anytime you said, hey, listen, you don't have to listen to the government when they're trying to protect the welfare of everyone in the society. Wash your hands more. Maybe get vaccinated, okay? When you decided to have rallies for that, that was your First Amendment right as well, when you did that. So, don't come for us when we're out here talking that shit. And finally, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Those 60 court cases you tried to file when you thought you had won the 2020 election, that's your opportunity for grievances and redress with the government, and you failed each one, you dumbass. All right, guys. Okay, sorry. We're going to introduce, before we introduce our next speaker, let's just go over the reasons why we're here. I think we pretty much covered it. He is using our tax dollars for his party. The tax dollars, boo! Boo this man! He's using our tax dollars to reformat the White House. He is using our tax dollars to get refit jets from Qatar. He is using our tax dollars for... What the hell is what? What the hell? From the Qatar? Yes, I'm sorry. We're going to move on. I'm cutting into time. We are united against kings. They have gone too far. This is bigger than political disagreement. They have divided our courts, deported American citizens, disappeared people off the streets, and slashed our services, all while orchestrating a massive giveaway to their billionaire allies. Enough is enough. We are standing together against the abuses of power. This is going to be like a theme for me. Okay, I'm gonna attack this clipboard here. We are standing together against the abuses of power, cruelty, and corruption. Today we gather to remind President Trump and his enablers, America has no king! Now, I'd love to introduce our very first speaker. It is Representative Jordan Lopez from House District 112 or 112. Jordan Lopez is Charlotte native and proud product of Charlotte Mecklenburg Public Schools. Jordan works in the legislature to be a voice for East Charlotte and to ensure that North Carolina is a strong community that is welcoming and accessible for all.
Marcha es la que se está realizando aquí en el First Park en la ciudad de Charlotte, en donde hay gran cantidad de personas hoy presentes aquí. Y miren, aquí nos encontramos. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to Indivisible Charlotte for organizing this rally.
¿Qué me puedes decir sobre esta protesta el día de hoy aquí en Charlotte? ¿Qué piensas sobre las deportaciones que están haciendo, las masivas deportaciones en Estados Unidos contra los inmigrantes?
Pues es muy triste para vivir, y entonces es triste porque somos hermanos y hermanas, y este problema que nosotros estamos aquí para hacer
Thank you. ¿Y más?
Sí, otra cosa es que la manera
Where the United States military is arresting civilians for the first time in our nation's history. This administration, this state, and the world that we have no. That we have no. That we have no. When the Republican Party in Congress is cutting hundreds of millions of dollars from Medicaid programs that
solamente tienen la cara de que somos hispanos, pero somos ciudadanos.
Billionaires, we have to remind these folks that we have no.
Gracias, fueron las palabras de Jennifer Roberts, ex alcaldesa de la ciudad de Charlotte, el día de hoy en este recorrido donde estamos viendo la gran cantidad de público que se está dando cita al First Fieldwork Park el día de hoy aquí en Charlotte. Hey, how are you?
Making sure people can't access their
You support
doctors
this march?
isn't a priority for you. What are you doing?
Good.
Are you serving somebody other than
¿Hablas
yourself?
español? Dime en
Just
español.
serving yourself.
Bueno, que me digas qué opinas sobre esta marcha, lo que está pasando con los inmigrantes, las llegadas masivas.
A state
Totalmente en contra de lo que está pasando con
is
los
already
migrantes.
seeing a surge in gun violence. A city that is already seeing a surge in gun violence, and yet our legislature is
Laura.
passing bills to make it easier to get more guns.
Knockings in America.
Because they don't listen to us in the building. Trust me, we tried our best. But let them know that that is not what we want. When we have more than a handful of problems to solve, and our legislature says, you know what, let's blame immigrants for everything.
Bueno, los organizadores de esta marcha en estos momentos pues, están expresando, están hablando, instituciones como Carolina Migrant Network, varias otras organizaciones también son los que han organizado esta marcha el día de hoy aquí en el Fieldwork Park en la ciudad de Charlotte, en Carolina del Norte. Muchos letreros, Norte, Making Pantia Great Again, es lo que quiere el pueblo.
That's Speaker Hall and Senator Pro Tem.
You like one of these bracelets?
Acting like kings. And again, like that, but we're here today to remind them that again we have no kings. We have no kings. Unlike a lot of politicians, I believe in being free, so I do not expect to be up here long. I just want to say thank you for being out here this morning. Thank you for not only sharing some of your the additional 2,000 protests going on across this country, that this is what democracy looks like.
We are in power.
Desde la ciudad de Charlotte no podía ser la excepción de esta protesta y marcha que van a salir posteriormente a terminar la concentración que tienen aquí en el Fieldwork Park en la ciudad de Charlotte. Se van a trasladar hacia el Uptown, van a recorrer aproximadamente 1,5 millas y van a ir marchando en esta protesta pacífica que están hasta estos momentos, que son como cerca de las 11:45 desde el Fieldwork Park en la ciudad de Charlotte. Alrededor de 1.400 ciudades en los Estados Unidos están realizando este tipo de marchas para decir su voz, para defender a la comunidad inmigrante, para defender la Constitución y la democracia de los Estados Unidos.
Teacher. Next Friday is a U.S. Air Force veteran, a 30-year educator, and a current middle school classroom teacher here in Charlotte. She and media literacy, a graduate of the U.S. Air Force Academy and Fulbright Scholar, who is passionate about strengthening democratic norms, civic responsibility, and building community. Give it up for Wes, everybody! Democracy. All right, at the risk of revealing who's a little older here, who remembers Schoolhouse Rock? Yeah! Right, so a lot of us that took civics back in the day, we watched Schoolhouse Rock. You remember I'm Only a Bill? Yeah! I'm only a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill, and I don't remember the rest. All right, but that's the point, all right? That simple cartoon taught, and if you don't know it, Google it, all right? Or ChatGPT it, all right? Because it's on YouTube. That simple cartoon
taught so many of us how our government is supposed to work. A bill gets introduced. It gets debated. It gets passed by Congress and signed by the president. That's how laws are made. But what happens when a president decides he's above all that? What happens when executive orders replace democratic debate? When due process is ignored and the Constitution is treated like an obstacle rather than a guide. That's why we're here today. I am speaking to you not just as a current middle school classroom teacher. How many teachers do we have out there? Thank you teachers. How many retired teachers do we have out there? Thank you. Retired. I'm also speaking to you as a veteran of the United States Air Force. On May 27, 1992, I raised my right hand and I took an oath with 1,087 other classmates at a little school you might have heard of in Colorado Springs. I actually got to see the graduation this past year, about 2 weeks ago at the Air Force Academy. And what do we pledge when we receive a commission in the United States military? To support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. How many of you have taken an oath like that?
Yeah, come here. I cleared the space for it.
They're on the other side. Usually when they do events like this,
Sin duda alguna, el First World Park está completo de manifestantes, completo de personas con pancartas que están lanzando su voz, haciendo escuchar su voz en este evento, en esta marcha. No Kings, ni en Washington, ni en Charlotte, como la han denominado los organizadores aquí en la ciudad. Mucho público es lo que se ve en este parque. Vamos a salir un poquito más para ver si observamos fuerzas del orden que se encuentran por aquí. Bueno, esto es lo que ustedes pueden observar al frente, diagonal al parque. Tenemos un carro de policía y otros efectivos que están en bicicleta. El día de hoy ellos siempre suelen salir al frente cuando salen a caminar la marcha, que en breve va a hacer eso, va a hacer un recorrido como de 1,5 millas por las principales calles de aquí del Uptown en la ciudad de Charlotte, en el estado de Carolina del Norte. Estamos en vivo para nuestra audiencia de Progreso Hispano News en nuestras redes sociales, en YouTube, en Instagram y también en Facebook.
Well, Yankton is a governor. Where are you?
First World Park en la ciudad de Charlotte, en Carolina del Norte. El First World Park está ubicado aquí en la séptima y Brevard esquina, diagonal a Discovery. A pesar de que no está haciendo sol, hay un bochorno, se siente un poquito caliente en la parte donde están acumuladas todas las personas en este lugar, en este parque.
I will, if it's,
Masks, first aid.
Looking for Queen City, the people that is trying. Thank you.
Some emergencies, you open up this stand right here.
turn right.
It's a dumpster fire.
Alrededor de 1.400 ciudades en todo Estados Unidos están llevando a cabo estas protestas, estas marchas el día de hoy. Y la ciudad de Charlotte, en Carolina del Norte, no podía ser la excepción. Aquí en el First World Park, ubicado en la séptima y la Brevard Street. Continúa llegando más gente
Please go.
a esta marcha.
Call your friends and tell us why they do that.
Your hat.
Are you by yourself?
Y sigue llegando, como ustedes están observando, más personas a esta concentración en el First World Park.
Oh, I did, yeah. Thank you.
Juan. más y más personas siguen concentrándose aquí en el Fitchburg Park. Vienen a marchar en esta protesta que está realizándose aquí en la ciudad de Charlotte, en el Uptown de la ciudad de Charlotte.
You guys can literally stand.
You're right.
You can come and block the entrance from the top.
A ver, chicos, estamos en vivo para Progreso Hispano News. You speak Spanish too? Estamos en vivo para Progreso Hispano News. ¿Hablas español para nuestra audiencia?
Sí hablo español.
¿Qué puedes decir sobre esta marcha?
¿Qué puedo decir? Bueno, estamos aquí para los papás de mucha gente que queremos agradecerles que vinieron para acá, que son la frontera para nosotros, y vamos a hablar con mucha gente allá que somos humanos, que somos animales, que somos criminales, que nos apoyen, que sigan apoyando.
¿Qué le dirías al presidente Trump sobre las redadas que están haciendo?
Que no está bien. No es justo porque son gente trabajadora que la verdad, fuck Trump.
Gracias muchachos. Usted, un varón, a ver, un varón, saca la cara por los varones. ¿Tú quieres hablar?
Y a la bandera y todo.
Claro.
I like that. Yeah.
Doesn't differ because of their zip code. We want local schools and our professional educators to decide what we teach in the classroom and how it's presented. Teachers know that these scripted lessons they're given, the ridiculous number of assessments given to our children, and the tech devices they're forced on for hours are made by the decisions of the General Assembly and aren't what's good for our kids. Our children should never be used to lure in dark money or to bring in large corporate and personal donations. Y'all, we can change this. Democracy is a collective project. And as a former teacher and professor, I'm giving us an assignment. Let's elect pro-public education candidates in 2023. How will we know if they're pro-public education? Well, once they say the word voucher, scratch it. Vouchers are a gimmick to defund public schools even worse than they are. Folks, we must protect our kids. Protect our kids and their future. Keep on rallying like this in community. Keep organizing. The Trump regime, they want to divide us. Our call to action is to stand up together for democracy. Let's stand up for things like truth, democracy, education for every child in North Carolina. a change of pace. Up next, we got a spoken word by Scott from Drum Song. He's going to do a little bit of MAGA spoken word called Fool's Gold. Give it up for Scott, everybody!
We are here together for basically one reason. Yes, I get it. Clearly, we know there are too many issues to post on one sign. But ultimately, we're together because we care. We care for our planet, our family, our neighbors, democracy, and our rights, and our sanity. And we understand that when people focus their attention towards positive results, they will manifest. Feel the unity and appreciate the opportunity to share it collectively with the compassionate, passionate people peacefully gathered here and in over 2,000 cities globally right now. I started writing a piece on the day of inauguration, January 20th, 2017. I picked it up again on the day of the Emperor's gold shoe sales and tried to finish it on the day of inauguration, January 20th, 2025.
You get a party!
I appreciate that. I call it Fool's Gold, a MAGA saga. And I can't stop adding verses. You can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool some of the people all of the time. Abe Lincoln, parts 1 and 2. The emperor is naked, bears no clothes, dons transparent, orange skin, affairs exposed, nothing of value, a MAGA void of domains, nothing worth draping even solid rags over remains. A vacant shell of self-aggrandizing testaments, unadorned, kindness scorned, scandalizing and morally stripped of viable vestments, wrapped only in lies and cheats, sheets cover deceits for his own advancement, his cleats tramp a goose-stepped dance of faux fettered enhancement. Sanity barely dents the dense narcissistic cape of vanity, obsessed with revenge, consumed with vengeance, only intense dominance inspires this snake of humanity. The thread count in his head mount is negligible. Unraveled, one sees through the veneers, untenable and unintelligible. Not an ounce of compassion, no part worth enhancing, no heart in the dark of the cavity. Your tongue just used for licking and lashing, all pounce and trounce, a vindictive, cruel tool of depravity. Nothing but a corrupting crook. Casinos, Bible, crypto, book, shoes, watch, university, stakes, all fakes. White House or jail, you're on the takes. Villainy designs are par for your course. Casinos, Bible, crypto, book. A litany of crimes, but maybe the worst. A children's cancer charity that you and your sons bilked. Still, select me, elect me, pardon my guilt. First day dictator, both sides good peeps, women love me, protest of peace, beautiful call to Kyiv, what card you flippin'? With such inflamed hysterics, gerrymandered clerics, Supreme Court carved, hard right for your pickin'. Tailor-made mayhem, slack of weave warps us versus them, sown seedy deceit, insatiable greed competes for irrelevant, bigliest rating receipts. Your smug charade belies a slug trail of ketchup, wretched burgers, and flies. Roiled by Putin and greased in musk, soiled by suits who kill just for tusks. Blown up bridges of promises, a totality of nothing. You say you'll pay, you'll pray, USA, but in reality, you're bluffing. Deep fried lies, we all sighs. Democracy cries while you're looting. MAGA burst, America first, while paying, praying, and a shooting. No pitch can patch such historic infamity, purveyor of calamity, pandemic uncanny, immigration slandery. Shouts, border, borders, zip up the borders, but leave the fly open until I alone restores order. Criminals absolved, truth dissolved, self-serving to serve only selfish resolve. You live by alternative facts in a house of despicable acts, regardless court's bias. You are light years of lifetimes from pious. Any protest, and sure, you'll fry us. Hallelujah, say those of the sermons. Did we not learn a thickened thing from the Germans? How in hell you not smell the vermin? Will rule by right, by wrong and might. I'm here to stay, you will obey. Oh, he won't bite, just bad jokes and hype, albeit if been dictator for the day. Self-proclaimed savior, most unpious behavior, says they never met, but for sex and silence he paid her. Women's reproductive rights aborted, rhyme and reason distorted, books banned, history and allies canned, environmental foe and full of faux fact scams, gender spanking, autocrat thanking, country tanking, convicted and conflicted oligarchs snitch, conscription spurned, dictator yearned, Putin's wannabe bitch. His Senate bows, kowtows, loves, hates him. Who knows what stitches bind them, who he has what on, who did what to whom and when. Blood-sucking parasite, only blight from this bloated tick. His base thinks he loves them, but he don't give a flick. Misguided religious alliances steer their choices, rather follow and parrot the hollow rotten carrot than think and speak with their own God-given voices. Steals files, files appeals. Just find me a few more votes on self-reflection and apologies. You downright up and choke. Mocks veterans, working class, viable press and disabled. New depths of gone wrong when own citizens fear to be targeted, labeled, and tabled. The rules of law don't bind you. Nothing short of disdain defines you. And the rules of heart can't kind you. Anything short of gain blinds you. Unhinged, uncaring, unaware of any component at any given moment, follows no plot. Wait, what? Protects women whether they like it or not? A bottomless, whining victim run amok, a brash, flash, thread-worn, foe-scorned sitcom schmuck, guilty as thinks he's winning, but he's just spinning while driving a Big Mac MAGA garbage truck. Your name, you say, trumps all chumps. You declare service heroes zeros, hardened criminals pardoned, oppressed nations shithole dumps, love notes from dictators and billionaires slam dunks, insurgent punk evil, praised as mock.
Sorry to interrupt. Tell them to land that drone right now.
I'm sorry, the drone needs to be landed right now. Thank you.
It's totally illegal.
Insurgent punk evil, praised as monks. Climate change debunks. Cabinet full of ass-kissing runts. Asylum-seeking immigrants as junkies, monkeys, rapists, murderers, all lumped. Women valued only for their rumps. Lack of even a primitive soul on all fronts. But just